Hingað til okkar í spjall kominn Callum Williams, leikmaður Káa og á sínu öðru tímabili fyrir klubbinn. Við ætlum að spyrja piltinn spjörunum úr. Callum, maybe you start by telling us when and where you were born and when you started playing football.
Yeah. Born down south in England, Wimbledon area. Moved up north with my parents. They moved up to get out of the city. Started playing when I was 4. Just played local team until I was 7 or 8, and then signed for Leeds United on the books at the academy. I was there for 10 years until I was 18, and that's where I learned my trade, so to speak.
You spent 10 years with Leeds United. How was it? How was it playing for a professional team?
It was great. I had a great time there. At a young age, I just started out 2-3 times a week, and then when I got to 16, I signed a sort of like a full-time contract. So I was in there 7 days a week, and that's when it sort of turned like sort of professional, and you're mixing with the first team players, and you really get to see what it's like to be a pro footballer. So it was good.
This is like 6-7 years ago when you were playing at Leeds. It's been a club that's been up and down the leagues in England. How was it? Did you meet any characters who remember accidentally, or the managers?
Well, when I was in my first few years there, it was when Leeds were like flying, like Champions League semi-final. So I remember seeing Ian Hart, Olivier Dacour, and Lee Bowie, and Alan Smith, Harry Kewell, all like the big names. But then when I was sort of at that age, trying to break into the first team, they were in League One and the Championship. So that's, I sort of saw the whole collapse. And then when I was there was a few boys, Fab Delph and Danny Rose, they're in the England squad for the Euros. They were at Leeds, and I remember Aaron Lennon and James Milner when I was young watching. I think they would have been 16 at the time, and I must have been maybe 7 or 8 watching them play for the youth team. So I've seen some good players there.
Yeah, some good role models.
Yeah.
When you were 18, you left Leeds, and you went to a university in England. Why did you not get a professional contract, or what was the decision?
I was released at 18, yeah. And to be honest, I didn't want to go on trial at different places. I'd always been quite good at school, so I wanted to sort of further the education side of it, and Loughborough University was a very good sports school in England, so I went there and I got a degree in sports science there for 3 years. And football sort of took a backseat. It's like a college lifestyle. You're going out 3-4 times a week, which was good. So football, it was still good. It was good standard at Loughborough, but it was never. The education was always like the priority there.
Then you fly overseas to the States. You spent 2 years there playing soccer, what they call soccer.
Yeah, college soccer.
Yeah. And probably on a scholarship. How was it in the States?
Brilliant. I left university 21 in England, and I had no idea sort of what to do. So, and then this offer came to go to America, and it was a good way of sort of delaying getting a real job for another few years. So went over to America, had a great time. It's the soccer there is more serious than it was in the England school system. They sort of love their sports and their student athletes out there. So got treated very well. Anything you want, they'll give it to you. Got a lot of people coming to watch the games, and it was a good standard. We had a good team in America.
And then there you met Orri, right?
Yeah.
And he's probably told you something about Akureyri before you came here.
Yeah. I'd been there a year, and then he came out, and we sort of stuck up a relationship straight away. It was nice to have someone who was like half English, because the Yanks are they get a bit. They're interesting bunch, the Yanks, but you need someone on your side. So it's good to have him. And then I remember he used to talk about Iceland and I remember him talking about Thor and how much he hates them. And I used to think, how can you hate someone like a team like that so much? But now I'm here, you see what the rivalry is like. Yeah, he talked about it quite a lot.
And you finish your degree in the States, I'm correct? And then you get an offer from Káa. That's the season is almost started here. Yeah. And was it an easy choice to come here?
Not really. I mean, I finished college in America in the December last year. And I didn't know what to do. I'd got the most boring job in the world back in England. I was working for like a purchasing. I used to buy medical supplies, sat behind a desk 8 hours a day, and then Ori sort of said like, just come out and try it for a week. So I came out here, trained with the boys for a week and loved it, and they sort of showed an interest. So it was, once I knew that the Káa was interested, it was sort of like a toss-up between playing football or sat behind a desk. It was quite a simple choice.
And you had been awarded 2 years in a row in the States for best defense player and then best overall player. So you maybe just wanted to continue with that career?
To be honest, I didn't really have any intention of carrying on playing. I sort of hung the boots up. I was just playing five-a-side with my mates back home. But then, like I said, this came along and it was too good an opportunity to turn down, really. But there was sort of talk about, because I'd done really well in America, about going on and playing. There was a couple of USL teams out there, sort of the level below the MLS, that were interested, but nothing really came of it. So I got that boring job, and then I was glad to be able to quit that.
This is your second season here with Káa and Akureyri. How do you like the club and the spirit around the club here in Akureyri and this small town?
I really like it. It's good. Great club. Everyone's, I remember. I'm trying not to repeat what Archie said because he banged on about it a bit, but he's right. Everyone's really nice. It's friendly, super little town, nice little town, and I really don't have any complaints about living here.
And maybe just a little bit about this summer. We're predicted to go to be promoted. What do you think of our possibilities? Do we have a chance?
Definitely. I think we're more than capable of going up. We've been playing averagely well, and we're still getting points, so that's a good sign. But I think as the games go on, the season goes on, we'll only start playing better and better. So I think we've got enough to go up.
What about your personal interest? What do you do in your free time?
A good question. Just normal things like watching TV, reading, trying to read more these days. Yeah, just try and keep busy.
And where do you see Callum Williams in maybe 10 years?
Married with kids. No. I have no idea. I didn't know, like a few years ago, if you'd have told me I'd been doing this, I'd have laughed at you. So sort of just take each year or each month, year as it comes, and see what happens. Try and enjoy it.
Callum, it's been nice having you here with us. Thank you and good luck.